fucking pounded. Anyway, welcome back to another reading by myself, Mr. Twisted Ass 454, here with Twisted Story Asylum, Volume 3. Say. Now, by the way, if any of you are interested in an interesting tattoo, this is indeed the insignia for the series, for the Twisted Story Asylum series. Now, if you'll notice, it's on the back of that book, along with this book, and with this book as well. Now, anyway, tonight I'm going to be reading an interesting chapter, which is indeed a spoof of Cops. You know the show I'm talking about, right? The show Cops, where the law enforcement is going around, fucking beating people up, tasing people, just being fucking assholes as usual. I'm not saying they're all bad, but, it's fucking TV, too, you gotta keep in mind. So anyway, this is a real spoof of that. But, of course, a lot of bad things still happen to people in this story, say. Now, just give me one moment, and we will be ready to start, okay? Some nice J&B scotch. Always nice to have a little scotch. You know what I'm saying? Always nice to have. Always nice to have. Cheers, everyone. Refreshing. Pigs. You are about to see the pigs. Cough. Oh, sorry. I meant men and women of law enforcement. Art of Asylum. Fighting crime, and yes, responding to dumb calls too. They don't want your excuses. Just their donuts, coffee, and the exquisite privilege of fucking up your day. You, of course, have the right to remain silent, aka shut the fuck up, or be tased in the balls. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Seriously, these people get off on it. Don't get me wrong. The fuckers on the streets are assholes too. The call comes in. Officer Fataski responds to suspicious drug-related activity at the Gropeford Cemetery. Say, now there is the police officer sitting down eating his donuts, and there is the funeral service. May this fine soul rest in peace. Amen. Funeral about to be harassed by the cops. We got a call saying you're selling drugs. How dare you? This is a nun's funeral. May God have mercy on your soul. As seen in the depiction up here. Fat cop got a prank call that says this was a drug deal, when in fact it was a nun's funeral. The cop says, "Sir, you need to calm the fuck down." Priest says, "How dare you desecrate this funeral with your..." Cop says, "Okay, boys, I need backup. And a fake search warrant you can pick up at a souvenir shop." And then the police officers proceed in digging up the coffin and busting open the coffin with a crowbar. And somehow or another, all the people in the funeral go, "Oh," they're all running away, as usual. And then, of course, somehow or another, the priest ends up in cuffs with a crucifix up his rectum. as seen in the depiction here. See, there's them breaking open the coffin and not finding drugs. They only find a half-rotten fucking corpse. And there is the priest who's handcuffed, laying on the squad car, and somehow or another he got a crucifix up his ass. Don't ask me how it got there. I mean, just, I don't know. I don't know. Yes, you just saw the priest who was conducting a funeral bent over the hood of a squad car in cuffs with a crucifix in his ass. Don't ask me how that got there. I know, I'm repeating myself. I give commentary, and then I read it, unfortunately. Elsewhere, Officer Dingbatty responds to a car accident caused by reckless driving. The guy drove into a Starbucks. Okay, so before I show you the depictions, let's just put it this way. This motherfucker, who, by the way, is a guy named Scotchman the Clown, purposely gets drunk for the purpose of running people over. Yes, he intentionally hits people with his car at very high rates of speed and drives through buildings and this and that, as you will see here. I'd like a foo-foo latte. That'll be an arm and a leg. And there you have it. I don't know if you could see that. There he is, running some people over on his way into Starbucks. And, you'll notice that there are depictions of guts flying out of his back wheels and post-mortem shit and, all the fun stuff that goes with this kind of a story. Scotchman the Clown in this depiction is hitting pedestrians on his way to Starbucks at 107 miles an hour, when the speed limit is indeed 30 miles per hour. Now, Scotchman literally plows through the wall into Starbucks, thinking it's a drive-through, which Starbucks, ironically, is not in this case. And by drive-through, he literally drove his car into the fucking building. You imagine that? Now here is Scotchman the Clown ordering a coffee and a bagel. Now, in the depiction here, you'll notice could you imagine this? A guy drives through your Starbucks at 107 miles an hour, or at a very high rate of speed, and has a fucking corpse, and has fucking dead people all over the place. And he's standing on top of a corpse that's actually fucking shitting all over the floor, and has the nerve to go in there and order something. It's fucked up, isn't it? But here it is. I'd like a coffee and a bagel. Are you fucking insane? You drove your piece of shit through the goddamn wall and killed 4 customers. Do you realize how much damage you've done, you degenerate prick? Whoops. And there is the depiction, right there, as you will see. He's very angry at the guy. The cop comes in and says, "Sir, I'm going to write you a ticket before I throw your ass in the squad car." Now, here is a very interesting ticket, and it's a very costly one as well. For those of you that don't know, this is a very costly ticket. The ticket includes DWI and DUI simultaneously. It also shows is 107 reckless driving, 107 in a 30 mile per hour zone, 20 counts of manslaughter, hit and run, disturbing the peace, left tail light out, forgetting to wipe your ass and not washing your hands, 21 counts of squirrel slaughter. Squirrel slaughter. That's fucking cute. Snorting grandma's ashes in public. Pooping in a urinal. Leaving Monopoly money as a waiter's tip. Ticket total $1 million. BAC of 0.37, which of course means that his blood alcohol level is 37%, which is like really like fucking high, and you know, most people be in the fucking hospital. But of course, Scotchman the Clown has a very, very high tolerance for alcohol, much higher than myself. Cheers again. So anyway, so they went on. So on they went. Scotchman cuffed in the back seat, and Officer Dingbatty en route to jail doing the booking. Now, there's the ticket, and Scotchman arrested. Now, here's where things get, like, really kind of fucked up. After Scotchman the Clown was booked, Officer Dingbatty responded to a call in regards to a demented person having sex with a turkey. Oh, dear. I know where this one's going. At Flop and Bop Supermarket. Okay, now, fortunately for the turkey was killed in a slaughterhouse, so it's not like he's raping a turkey. Now, could you imagine if he was actually fucking a turkey, right? He took a turkey, a living turkey, and started fucking it. Something kind of like that, say. But fortunately, the turkey is a dead turkey sitting on the grocery store, in the refrigerator of a grocery store. And here you see the man going, oh, baby, now. And the woman who was shopping at the grocery store says, well, I'm a good Christian girl. That man who's hurting my virgin eyes. See, here is the depiction. Right here, if you can see, there's the man fucking a turkey. Imagine grabbing a turkey off the shelf and having sex with it in the store. And there's the woman with her cart, and she's very upset. Now, here's the police officer comes in and says, sir, I'm going to write you a ticket and then beat the fuck out of you as I put you in cuffs. Oh, give me a break. I have to pay money for it. I even have my savings card. Can I at least blow my load into the turkey's ass? Oh my god. See? There he is. There's the cop, and there's the guy with the turkey with his fucking erect penis still inside the turkey. Okay? Now, the ticket, which is kind of hard to read, but I'll read it to you. The ticket says, indecent exposure, rape in the Thanksgiving degree. Fucking a turkey under the influence, which is in total is a $500 ticket. Now, here's where things get interesting. Now, of course, in this depiction, the cop beats the fuck out of this guy and puts him in cuffs while the turkey's still hanging on his fucking boner, okay? Officer Dingbatty did his report and clocked out. Officer Barfman began his shift. Officer Barfman, whatever, gets a call for break and entry, B&E. Breaking and entering. When the cop kicks the door down and enters the house, he finds the intruder, since it was Christmas Eve. The intruder was none other than Santa Claus. Freeze! Put your hands up, fat ass. You're under arrest. I'm delivering presents. I'm Santa Claus, you dumb shit. And there he is. There's fucking Santa. Ho, ho, ho. Fucking Santa. And what does Santa Claus do? Santa Claus takes the head of the police officer and shoves the police officer's head up his own ass. Yes, that's right. As you can see in the depiction here, Santa is shoving the head of a police officer in his own ass. He's shoving his head in his ass. And here's the cop trying to find his fucking squad car with his fucking head in his ass, okay? It's very difficult to do. These cops don't fuck around. I mean it. Not even God is immune to the law, who was being arrested for manslaughter charges after accidentally dropping a hydrogen bomb on Sodom and Gomorrah. You are under arrest for manslaughter. You have the right to remain silent, says the officer. Are you fucking serious? I will strike your whole goddamn family down, your whole goddamn family with lightning, says God. And Satan is sitting in a chair in the fucking corner going, ah, 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 ah. Like, as you'll see in the depiction momentarily. Now, here is the depiction of God being arrested. Now, don't ask me why God's wearing a hockey mask. He just is. And there's Satan in the fucking corner laughing at him like a fucking idiot. Well, don't worry. God gets his eventually. Well, anyway, that concludes Pigs, which is a chapter in Twisted Story Asylum, Volume 3. I really hope you enjoyed. Give a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you don't like, well, then you have the right to remain silent. I'll see you around. All right, bye-bye.